Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Christopher Terrence Jones. How are you doing? There's a couple of things that's going on in the news that I just want to do a wrap. I want to talk about a couple of different things. First, we all know what happened in Oakland with the white woman who called the police on the black men who were out barbecuing. Well, if you're not from Oakland, you need to know we don't get down like that. Warriors, champs, that's what we are. But we also don't take mess. So Oakland has clapped back to this white woman who, mysteriously, you're nowhere to be found now. She, if you don't know the story behind it, she called the police and stayed there and harassed these black men for over 2 hours, which is an idiotic way of doing anything. And let me say this, let me just be real. She got the right black people. She didn't get the real black people who would have threw her in the lake. The ones that would have beat her butt, and she really would have had a reason to call the police. Because trust me, Oakland got a bunch of those kind of people who are hood to the 10th power. So, white people, think of that. You got to figure out which black person you getting when you call the police on them. So, I would be more scared than I would be excited to pick up the phone talking about somebody doing something. Stay in your lane. So Oakland clapped back and has had a series of barbecuing while black events. So they have covered Lake Merritt with black people out dancing, barbecuing with all these different vendors. The politicians are out speaking. Did you also forget Oakland is home of the Black Panthers? So we do know how to do resistance and we know how to come back. So think about that the next time you want to do that. So that's Oakland, major props. Show the world and make sure your newscasters, you keep sharing that and letting the world know that we are here and we're not going to go away silently and we're not going to be quiet. So white America, you need to know, stop calling the damn police on black folks because you're unhappy that, maybe I should say this, you're unhappy because the tide is turning. The tide is turning and it seems like that they're, I don't know how to say it. The best way I say this is that the white population is decreasing and the people of color population is increasing with more intelligent people who are stepping up and getting in positions and leadership roles instead of just sitting back and doing nothing. But that's just my take on that. That's my opinion. Also, you guys know in New York there was the lawyer Aaron Schlossberg. I think I'm saying his name right. He was the one that was in the restaurant, the Fresh restaurant, and he berated the two ladies because they were speaking Spanish. And he went on this whole tirade. And if you paid attention to that story, which I'll make sure that I put the link in there in the bottom of the page so you can check it out, he has done this more than once. And so he followed another guy down the street who videotaped the whole thing, and he kept telling him he wasn't from America. And I don't know what's wrong with you people. Live your life and stop worrying what the next person is doing. If you spent more time focused on what your life was about, you wouldn't find yourself caught up in so much drama. So now he issued an apology basically to cover up, because now where his law offices were, they have revoked his lease, and he's also going to have to go before the attorney board to see if he's going to keep his license. But he basically said, to the people I insulted, I apologize. Seeing myself online opened my eyes. The manner in which I express myself is unacceptable and is not the person I am. I see my words and actions hurt people, and for that I am deeply sorry. While people should be able to express themselves freely, they should do so calmly and respectfully. What the video did not convey is the real me. I am not racist. One of the reasons I moved to New York is precisely because of the remarkable diversity offered in this wonderful city. I love this country and this city in part because of immigrants and the diversity of cultures immigrants bring to this country. Again, my sincerest apologies to anyone and everyone I hurt. Thank you. A bunch of bull. A bunch of bull is what that was. You're not racist, but you threaten to call ICE on folks. And you say that you're paying your taxes for their welfare. Well, this is what I want you to know. I don't want my money that I spend on taxes to give you a court-appointed lawyer. So go out and get a lawyer that you have to pay for, because your actions are racist. Your words are racist. So if it walks like and it talks like quack quack, it is racist. So as another reporter tried to interview him, he was doing this, recording the reporter, and wouldn't say anything. Your actions still show that you are a hostile racist, and you need to be taken down a peg. Nobody asked you to bother these folks. Nobody asked you to threaten them with ICE. I don't know why people think they could just pick up the phone and call. What if black folks start calling on you and said that we're threatened every time we see white people? What if we start doing that? Let me show you how dumb it is when you guys do it. And what's so dumb about it is every time that you guys have done it, it has not been justified. The law student who was asleep at Yale. Boom. She was a student. She opened the door to her room. Starbucks. They're minding their business and you call the police, and now Starbucks has to lose a whole day of business from all of their stores. The young man at the Waffle House taking his sister to prom. Boom. No reason. The woman who asked for corporate's number because she had to pay 50 cents at the other Waffle House where the man threw her on the floor and was showing her breast and all of this. It's going too far. It has got to cease. People, you have got to get over these racist issues. We're here to stay. Black people are not going nowhere. People of color are not going nowhere. So you have to understand that you have to be able to abide and live in this same world that we live in. Trust me, we ain't trying to bother you. We don't want to be bothered with you. We want to live our lives. That's what people are trying to do. But we shouldn't have to go through this. But because you guys elected a racist president who is allowing all of this, and the perfect example, and I'm going to end on this one, is the young man who was on Mother's Day inside the Cheesecake Factory. Black. 22-year-old black boy with a Make America Great hat on, sitting in a restaurant. You have to be the dumbest boy of life. What is your name? Eugenior Joseph? You know what, you should be over there with Diamond and Silk. That's where you should be. As an African American man, and especially, let me tell you this. Let me say this, and anybody, they can get offended. He was dark black. And y'all know how y'all made the jokes that the light blacks was in the house and the darks ones was out in the field. That's where he was at. If y'all want to go by that joke that y'all use, which I think is asinine, but we all know parts of it is true. How do you, as a dark black man, stand up there and think that Donald Trump is going to support you? And every black man that has been shot, he has not stood up and said this is wrong. Not once to this date. He has not said this is wrong. But you feel like you should support him? You feel like making America, what is making America great again? Making it a racist country where black people are the bottom of the earth and we're less than anything and we're the scum and people can talk and treat us any kind of way? Is that what making America great is? Because if that's what it is, if we got Diamond and Silks leading the way and believing that this is the foolishness that they get on there talking and all they want to do is make money, because they told you that when they went to Capitol Hill, when they sat up there, don't stop us from mountainizing. Don't stop us from mountainizing. And we got to mountainize just like everybody else. foolishness. That's what they are. It's foolishness. A bunch of coons and buffoonery is what it is when you say Diamond and Silk along with Donald Trump. It's coon and buffoonery to the 10th power. Eugene Joseph, let me tell you something. You need to wake up this day, and realize that you are an African-American male, that Donald Trump is never going to support you. He is never going to look out for your own welfare. He already showed everybody with the tax bracket. It only concerns the people who are in the 1% who are billionaires. And the people below him, even you white America who supported him, who live in the trailer parks, who don't have that money. Yeah, he already took from you. So maybe you guys should look up. I didn't mean for this to go there. I'm sorry that it did. It is what it is. Thanks for watching. If you have a comment, make sure you put it down there. Make sure you follow. Make sure you like this video. Trust me. Now, let me tell you something. If you talk crazy, you know I'm subject to talk crazy back to you. I am not for the foolishness. It's my page. It's my opinion. Just how life is. Have a great day. I'm out.